Hello everyone, the Shadow Picture here and you're watching All Things Nintendo. Today, I'll be creating my dream Mario Party game, Mario Party Diamond Dice Dash. Mario Party has to be my favorite Mario spin-off series due to how original the premise is. Players roll the dice while traveling the board collecting coins and stars and play a minigame after everyone's turn. After a set number of turns, the player who has the most stars and coins, if at least two players had the same amount of stars with bonus stars, wins. Simple, easy, and original. The series went on to have awesome sequels, Mario Party 2 being the best example because it fixes the issues with the first game. This has been everyone's favorite game in the series. As the series went on, it started to go downhill, barely, due to the games kind of feeling similar with each other. Sure, Mario Party 6 and 8 are awesome games, but not as good. Until Mario Party 9 happened, we can safely call this the dark age of Mario Party. Sure, Mario Party 9 made the new gameplay idea, but who likes cars? There's no freedom and strategy. Also, there's no 2v2 minigames. Mario Party Island Tours boards have different rules for some reason, and not only there's no 2v2 minigames, but there's no 1v3 minigames. Mario Party 10 is similar to Mario Party 9 with the car mechanic, but at least it brought back the 2v2 minigames. But it still doesn't fix it because of Bowser Party. Mario Party Star Rush has to be probably the best game in the era, but similar to Island Tour, there's no 1v3 or 2v2 minigames. Mario Party The Top 100 sounds like the best game in the era, but it turns out to be the worst game in the era, if not the series, if Mario Party Events does not count. Some minigames suck, no consistency with the minigames and games, little to no boards, lacking modes, etc. Until a new era of Mario Party returned with Super Mario Party. It has to be one of the biggest revivals in gaming history. Not as good as Mario Party 2, but it's still a fun time. But the only problem I have with this game is that there are not enough boards. Mario Party Superstars has to be the best game in the series, tied with Mario Party 2 with the enormous amount of minigames, better boards, funner modes, is basically what the top 100 should have been. Despite this game being better than Super Mario Party, this game has more problems. There's only 10 characters, while Super Mario Party has 20, and similar to said game, there's not enough boards, despite having one more and all being better. Super Mario Party Jamboree kinda solves these problems, but not enough for me to call it S tier. So basically, I'm making the best Mario Party game ever. The story mode is simple, but there's 3 parts. The first part is where Mario and his friends were having a party at Peach's castle where she was decorating it with her own gemstone collection. Bowser Jr. watched from a window and told Bowser. Bowser went to the castle and waited outside. A rainstorm came and the lights in Peach's castle went off. Bowser and his goons broke and caused destruction. The next day, the Toads told everyone that Bowser stole the gemstones and using them to their full potential, where the whole Mushroom Kingdom is in a gemstone-like world. So the player has to beat the boards for them to fight Bowser. After defeating Bowser, he turned into Dry Bowser and invited them into his retro party using old boards and minigames. The first part of the story uses new boards and minigames. The second part uses old boards and minigames. After defeating Dry Bowser, the gang decided to have their own party, but they realized that the Koopa Troop still has the stars, which unlocks another mode where the third and final part of the story takes place. Party mode is basically how you want to play Mario Party casually. Toad Scramble is similar to how it was played in Mario Party Star Rush. Classic mode is similar to how it's played in Super Smash Bros. The player takes events in order to the end. So the first round is a 4-player minigame, while another is a 2v2 minigame, the next is a 1v3 minigame. You get the idea. Minigame mode is self-explanatory. Bowser Chain Ride is a mode where Bowser is the main villain and the objective is to not lose all your coins and stars. Everyone starts with 3 stars and every 1,000 coins is equal to a star. The mode is really unfair to everyone. Red spaces are 6 instead of 3. Losing a minigame makes you lose up to 100 coins. Bowser space is a nightmare. 50% of the time, he'll take 500 coins from every player. Mario Party Elimination is a mode where players play minigame endlessly until they lose a minigame. Each time a player wins a minigame, they get 10, 15, 20 coins depending on their performance. Every 10 minigames, it gets harder until the 100 minigame, where every minigame is shorter and faster. The adventure mode, Bowser's Diamond Dash, is the third and final part of the storyline. After defeating Dry Bowser, the Koopa Troop revives him from the dead and becomes Bing Bling Bowser, a crystallized Dry Bowser that uses every gemstone that's in the game. Bing Bling Bowser decides to turn the stars into a czar and use it to turn everyone against Mario and his friends. This mode might be perfect for the car mechanic. So 4 players go around a linear board like Mario Party 9 and 10, but every 2 spaces has a minigame, and each minigame can choose anyone in your party to participate. Any character you're versing in a minigame is part of the Koopa Troop, except for the playable characters. Each location has 2 bosses and comedic but tries to be serious cutscenes. Board Maker is exactly how it sounds, but it's unlocked after completing Party Mode and Bowser's Diamond Dash. The user can create the layout, add spaces, choose the music, stuff like that you collect around the game. There's some requirements like having all types of spaces, there's some restrictions like the space limit, and there's some limitations like how you name your boards, obviously. Like Super Mario Maker, there's a code where you can share your boards with players online. Similar to the classic Mario Party games, DS, the Super Mario Party games, and Mario Party Superstars, 4 players take turns hitting a 1 to 10 number dice block across a board, collecting stars and coins while playing a minigame after each turn. After a set amount of turns, the players with the most amount of stars and coins wins. The final 5 turns, the blue and red spaces are doubled if 2 or more players landed on the same space, a dual minigame automatically happens. Obviously, we're going to have Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Yoshi because they all appear in every game. Wario and Donkey Kong also appear because they were playable in the first game. Daisy and Waluigi appear because they're the first newcomers to the series. Shy Guy and Koopa Troopa appear because their first playable appearance is Disrespectful because they were only playable in a minigame. Birdo and Dry Bones appear in this game due to them being common enemies in the Mario games. Hammer Bro appears because he appeared in Super Mario Party but not in Jamboree. Rosalina and Spike appears because they first appeared on the second to worst mainline Mario Party game. Pom Pom, Pauline, and Ninja first appeared in the Super Mario Party games and in this game. Now let's talk about the newcomers. The newcomers for this game should be Pianta, Nabbit, Sprixie, Poplins, Boom Boom, and Meowser. Where it's surprising that Nabbit was never in a Mario Party game. Same with Boom Boom, where it doesn't make sense to me where Pom Pom was playable while Boom Boom wasn't. So these are the characters: Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Wario, DK, Daisy, Waluigi, Shy Guy, Koopa Troopa, Birdo, Dry Bones, Hammer Bro, Rosalina, Spike, Pom Pom, Pauline, Ninja, Pianta, Nabbit, Sprixie, Poplin, Boom Boom, and Meowser. Characters with a star next to their artwork are unlockable and can be unlocked with many criteria. The easiest being the story mode. Every character has 4 costumes, being red, yellow, green, and blue, where the main color relates to one of the 4 if more players want to play as that character, if that makes sense. For example, Daisy's main color replaces yellow, Waluigi replaces blue. Obviously, you get the idea. Blue spaces gives you 3 coins, double in the last 5. Red spaces make you lose 3 coins, double in the last 5. Happening space has a unique event depending on the board. Chance time is similar to how it was played in the first 3 games. Bonus space randomly selects a 1-player game, duel, or item minigame. War space warps the victim to a random war space on the board. Bank space makes the player spend a fee while passing and obtaining all coins when landing. Versus space is similar to a battle space. Lucky space is either 50-50. Bowser space is similar to how it was in the first 3 games. He takes your coins, he splits them evenly, he makes you do chance time, or he takes all coins from one player and splits them evenly among said opponents, or vice versa. Now the boards. There are 24 boards, 12 new, 12 from games 1 through 10, and the Super Mario Party games. Just as a unique detail, playable characters now can host a board. If the character is playing as the host on the same board, the host changes their costumes up to 4 alternates. Every board has an element. When a player passes a Koopa paratrooper, they'll get 10 coins. The player has to spend 5 coins to steal coins or 50 coins to steal a star for boot. Toad and Toadette are star holders. Toad for the new boards and Toadette for the old ones, and Toadsworth is the item shop seller. Note, assigning a board to all 24 playable characters was not easy. Let's talk about the 12 new boards that are made after gemstones. Garnet Garden is located in a garden that is red. The happening space is that whoever lands on it gets hit with thorns and goes back to the start. The board is hosted by Mario and the boss is Petey Piranha. Topaz Tugboat is located on a cruise that is yellowish orange. This is basically Daisy Cruiser. The happening space is that whoever lands on it gets hit with sliding tables and goes back to the start, or in rare cases, uses a sliding table to go closer to the start. The board is hosted by Daisy and the boss is King Caliente. Turquoise Town is located in a town that is turquoise. Nah, really? This is basically Koopa's Tycoon Town where players can invest their coins into buildings and get stars from it. The happening space is that whoever lands on it, a taxi driver takes them to the start. The board is hosted by Rosalina and the boss is Speward. Amethyst Arena is located in a sports stadium that is purple. This has to be the biggest board in basically the whole series, having 4 sections with each section having at least 30 spaces. The 4 sections are a basketball court, a soccer field, a tennis court, and a baseball field. Due to the length of the board, whoever lands on the happening space teleports to another sport. The board is hosted by Waluigi and the boss is Roy Koopa. Peridot Pirates is located on pirate ships that are yellowish green. There are 6 ships where each bridge has 2 spaces between each ship because the bridges are the safe points. Because whoever lands on a happening space, only on the ships, players who are on that ship goes back to the start. The board is hosted by Ninja and the boss is Iggy Koopa. Aquamarine Ancient is located in Atlantis where everything is shiny greenish blue. This board breaks Mario Party standards because you can be at another setting during the same gameplay. Players can go either inside or outside the underwater pyramid. The happening space is that whoever lands on it switches between inside and outside of the pyramid. The board space is hosted by Yoshi and the boss is Squizzard. Emerald Event is located in a nightclub that is green. Shy Guys and Koopa Troopas dance with the drip on in the background. There are 4 instrumental tracks from the start of the game and players can unlock said music throughout the game. This is the best board to use double/triple dice because if your rhythm each hit, you get the same number each time, therefore you get more coins in the process. The happening space changes the beat. Pause. The board is hosted by Hammer Bro and the boss is Ludwig Koopa. Sapphire Street is located on a street that is blue. This is based off of World Bowser from Super Mario 3D World with the neon lights for the streets and buildings. The best thing to do in this board is to avoid the happening space at all costs, because if you land on it, everything blacks out for a good 2 turns, or if someone else lands on said space between those 2 turns. The board is hosted by Sprixie and the boss is Histocrat. Ruby Race is located on a track field that is red. This is also a track meet where players can travel on the football field as a mini board and as a safety net. Charging chucks are running on the track because if anyone lands on a happening space, every player on the track field gets hit by a charging chuck and they lose all their coins. The board is hosted by Nabbit and the boss is Harriet. Moonstone Mansion is located in a mansion that is gray. Think of this board like Luigi's Mansion, but Moonstone. The main gimmick with this board is that there are 4 boos instead of 1, and only 2 of them are scam boos, where you can pay money to them only for them to reveal themselves and not have what the player wish they get. If someone gets the star or lands on a happening space, the 4 boos shuffles to different parts of the board. The board is hosted by Luigi and the boss is King Boo. Pearl Park is located in a carnival that is white. This is basically Bowser Land from Mario Party 2, but Bowser Jr.fied. The happening space is that the Bowser Jr. parade comes in and whoever is on its path goes to the start and loses 3 coins each space they pass. The board is hosted by Birdo and the boss is Bowser Jr. Coral Castle is located in a castle that is pink. This has to be the hardest board by far. 60% of the board has red spaces. Going to Bowser is a nightmare because he'll do things back in the N64 days on steroids. The happening space is whoever lands on it, the volcano erupts and hits the lander and they lose all their coins. The board is hosted by Boom Boom and the boss is Bowser. Let's talk about the 12 overboards that are from past games. I'm only talking about the differences between each game. Mario Party 1 DK's Jungle Adventure now has a different layout. The board is hosted by DK and the boss is Womp King. Mario Party 2 Mystery Land is easier to navigate. The board is hosted by Dry Bones and the boss is Morton Koopa. Mario Party 3 Creepy Cavern is a little bit brighter than before. The board is hosted by Meowser and the boss is King Pokey. Mario Party 4 Goomba's Greedy Gala takes place in an arcade instead of a casino. The board is hosted by Shy Guy and the boss is Topper. Mario Party 5 Rainbow Dream is now in Gusty Garden Galaxy. The board is hosted by Peach and the boss is Wiggler. Mario Party 6 Fair Square no longer has the star space in the same location. The board is hosted by Poppin and the boss is Larry Koopa. Mario Party 7 Neon Heights is now in New Donk City. The board is hosted by Pauline and the boss is Rango. Mario Party 8 Koopa's Tycoon Town is now located on a beach. The board is hosted by Koopa Troopa and the boss is Lemmy Koopa. Mario Party 9 Bon Bon Factory has a new layout to fit with the open world board layout while keeping the original aspects. The happening space is whoever lands on it. Conveyor belts move players who are on it either backwards or forwards. The board is hosted by Wario and the boss is King Bon Bon. Mario Party 10 Whimsical Waters again has a new layout to fit with the open world board layout while keeping the original aspects. The happening space is whoever lands on it. Cheap Cheats gives them a free ride to a random spot on the map. The board is hosted by Pianta and the boss is Motley Boss Blob. Super Mario Party Kamek's Tantalizing Tower has no changes except for more spaces. The board is hosted by Spike and the boss is Wendy Koopa. Super Mario Party Jamboree King Bowser's Keep has no changes except it's Dry Bowser instead. The board is hosted by Pom Pom and the boss is Dry Bowser. Every player can hold up to 3 items at a time. Mushroom, doubles roll, golden mushroom, triples roll, coin block, similar to how it was in Mario Party 1, warp box, warps with a random player, chest, takes a player's item. But once the chest is used and the item has been stolen, the item can only be used the next turn to prevent its overpowerability unless it's the last 5 turns. Key unlocks the location on the board. Glove, a dual mini game of the player's choice. Boo Bell summons a Boo. Bowser Suit gets 3 rolls, takes every coin from the player that passes. And Magic Lamp takes a player right to the star. Let's talk about the new items. Acorn can't be used manually, only used to hop over certain spaces that might cause the players to suffer. Egg causes a chosen opponent to lose a turn. And Power Star, not really new but basically the most powerful item in the game. The player has 4 rolls and takes the opponent's coins if passes and does not get affected by the event if landed on. Getting a perfect 40 makes you a god. You take half of everyone's coins and stars and the stars are free. The minigame types are 4-player, 1v3, 2v2, battle, duel, 1-player, extra, rhythm, item, and boss. Extra minigames are new. The extra minigame is where a player chases a bandit on the board in story mode and plays a minigame to get the prize afterwards. Each type of minigame has 12 minigames because of the 12 boards, so that's 240 minigames in total. Each game has to rework some minigames to be a type of minigame, like 2v2 in Mario Party 9 and boss in early games. For a fun fact for all minigames, the minigame shares the same background as the board that shares the same game's debut game, if that makes sense. For example, if a Mario Party 1 minigame appears in this game, it shares the same background as DK's Jungle Adventure. I only have one minigame idea for each type of minigame. The 4-player minigame has players using swords to attack their opponents off a battle ring. The 1v3 minigame is similar to Bombs Away from Mario Party 1, but the one player is controlling the cannons for the team of 3 has to avoid. The 2v2 minigame has 2 teams playing dodgeball, where each teammate has 2 hit points to survive. The battle minigame has players trying to dig up the most mini stars. The duel minigame has 2 players playing volleyball. The 1-player minigame has a player trying to go through a maze that keeps unforming every second. The rhythm minigame has players trying to collect the most coins with the rhythm. The item minigame has a player playing golf and aiming at a range to the item they want. And the boss minigame is where players attack Bowser using items that can only be used on the board. Party mode, minigame mode, Toad Scramble, and Bowser's Diamond Dash can be played with friends or others worldwide. Party, and I guess Toad Scramble and Bowser's Diamond Dash is similar to how it was in Superstars. The player can play with friends or randoms online. If someone disconnects, it will be replaced with a CPU. Minigame mode can also be played with friends or randoms. The players roll a dice with red, blue, or green that determines what type of minigame is going to be played next. With friends, there's no restrictions and the players can choose any minigame they want. If Nintendo creates this Mario Party game, then it'll be the best one in the series, even better than Mario Party 2, 6, 8, Superstars, and I guess Jamboree, and might have more games following up to this with different themes. Got nothing else for this video. If you want extra content, like and subscribe, and I share more Nintendo content just like this. I'm the Shadow Picture, and I'll see you guys very soon. Later.